Hello everybody and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Today we'll be playing some more of the Great Ace Attorney adventures. Last we left off, we met some of the new characters that are going to be in case number 3, the Runaway Room. We met Male Strongheart and we met Magnus McGilded, who's this, I guess, Irish Willy Wonka sort of character, and Male Lockhart is just our time-obsessed judicial chief justice person. We know nothing about the case, but we are supposed to be defending McGilded in the trial, and we're already in the trial, and we have no idea who the victim is, what happened, anything about the case. So I guess we'll have to jump in and see what happens. Alrighty. Oh, whoa, what is this? Who are those people? So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. So is the Chief Justice going to be sitting at the top there? Oh, that was Susato. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. So she's allowed to be in here with us too. That's good. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, what? We look terrified, as always. It's that signature Rinosuke look. Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know, but I just can't help it. Oh, is that the... Oh, he is full Dracula this time. Whoever, my god, judge.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Oh, this is Van Zieks, huh? Van Zieks, what's the pun there, man? The prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He looks like it, that's for sure. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld, yeah.
Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. And Susato has a British accent for the record. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Those eyes please me, Nipponese. What? Okay. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. You run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Ah, a cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. Yeah, he's a bit of an edgelord, man.
Now, Mr. McGilded.
Yes, my lord?
You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this, foreigner?
As I've always said, my lord, this is a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella is a student from some little island off the Far East. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? Okay. I'd like to think that acts of chivalry to the Great British Empire proud. Listen to Mr. McGilded, what a fine gentleman London has in him. Did you hear that? He donated £5,000 to the government the other day. Mother, please may we go and play in McGilded Park. Okay. He's a bit of a celebrity, I guess. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. He is charismatic, I'll give him that. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. I guess it must be a very surefire kind of thing.
Eloquently put, Mr. McGillet, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality, and are you ready to proceed?
Christ almighty, 6 other characters. Oh my god, oh no, oh boy, there's just too many. So their voices are gonna shift and change. Okay, jury number 1. Yes, my lord, if the task is to send robbers to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree. Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. Okay, she doesn't say anything, got it. I feel a chill. Okay. Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'm just getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson. Okay, we got a great jury here. They're all fully locked in and paying attention. Mr. Naruhodo, those people are... The jury, yes, there's only 6, so that's interesting. That's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right, I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of those 6 jurors. That's so interesting. So we're gonna have to maybe convince them one by one, or something along those lines? The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict? It has to be unanimous, right? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Yes, I guess everything is gonna become clear.
Prosecutor Van Zieks.
My lord?
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame.
I've known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance of which the court should be aware?
Okay, very elegant. I leave that to your imagination, my lord. Why? Just tell us, dude. What an edgelord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. I feel like a similar thing happened in like the first game with Von Karma? Yeah. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? Yeah, if it's such an easy looking or seeming case, why come back now? Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
Who's gonna give the summary? Van Zieks?
Certainly, my lord.
As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. Is that why you're back, man? You just want some easy dubs? We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening. 3 days passed. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice Fired Mason. Okay. Sorry, Thrice. And his name was Mason, man.
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible.
Okay.
The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death.
But is it really?
Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard.
Thank you, Counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
The autopsy report has been entered into the court record. Okay, it gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Okay. The knife in his abdomen is clearly visible, but his face is partly obscured from view by an old crooked hat. Why is that important for us to know? Was he maybe just hit in the head with a blunt object or something?
One further item of evidence, if you will. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
The gloves.
And these are? Good Lord, is that blood, Counsel?
Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested.
Really? Interesting. So, was he aware that there was blood on his gloves? Was he awake when those gloves were put on him or something? Was he there in the carriage? What? Mr. McGilded's gloves had blood on them? Does he wear gloves? Because he wears rings. Would it? I don't know. I guess he could.
Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well.
Okay, there's bloodstain on the right glove. Maybe he's left-handed, man. How did I get into this? I'm backed into a corner before I've even started.
Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time.
Only 2 at the time.
Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGilded.
Okay. Only half of the jury reacted.
Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. Okay, yeah, he was asleep.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Littling, so it is when I open my eyes again. 'Twas a desperate sight before me, the body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? Okay, so he did try to help. I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. Or was he trying to get the knife out because it was his knife or something? So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed.
Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning.
What? That's not all of it.
There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
Oh, there's the rest of the jury reacting.
Order, order, order.
Why order, man?
When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused.
Why are you doing that finger pointing thing, man? There's something iffy about that, man. I don't know if I like that. It's very slow, very methodical, very thought through, very purposeful. It bothers me.
Thank you, Counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command.
Well,
Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once.
even more new people, man. Okay, let's meet them. Let's see who they are. Okay. Oh wow, they're all just wearing top hats, and there's 3 of them? My god, dude. Why is there so much new stuff? I can't.
Witnesses, your names and occupations.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beepo. I drive an omnibus in the East End.
Bruce Fairplay, I'm a banker in the city.
What a chin.
My name is First. Lady First.
Ladies first, got it. I see. Ladies first. That's good. That is good.
I make hats for chins. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witness to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct?
I'm guessing no one wanted this case because there's 3 witnesses on top of all the evidence, so... But that doesn't explain why Van Zieks here came out of retirement just for this alone, you know? He must have known there was something more to it, but why would he take on the case if there was no one willing to defend? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Quite right.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir.
Very well then, let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
What the witnesses saw.
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged the knife right into his guts.
Oh, that's right. He stabbed him. I screamed. I couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus and then I saw it too.
Okay, so he was a driver.
Unambiguous testimony, I must say.
Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, counsel.
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes.
Well, in that case, how could those 2 witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage, because Ryunosuke was inside of one, so I guess he must have that knowledge. Silence all across.
How quaint. I'd read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you ever traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is.
Oh, perfect. What do you mean, the actual scene? How?
A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much.
Dang, what a meanie. Yes?
The omnibus in which the bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building.
Okay, I guess we can just walk over. Here, what? The entire carriage?
Bailiff, bring forth the stricken omnibus.
Okay, interesting. Oh my god, it's just gonna be smack down in the middle. Okay, Baker Street, because Sherlock Holmes. Strand Street, City of something something. Westmaster. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers.
Really? What? Where? Interesting. Okay, up top.
4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above.
So I'm guessing those 2 were up top.
Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of the omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
Ah, a skylight. Oh, so that's how they saw in. Allegedly.
The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats of the omnibus when the murder took place,
But were they sitting at the front or behind? I'm guessing they're going to be at the front, so they might have seen the stabbing, but they might not have seen who did the stabbing.
That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
Ugh, that makes perfect sense. No, there must be something off.
Well, counsel, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced a crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
Same.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish.
Wow. Well, he's not gonna mind that.
Very well, I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
Okay, there were passengers both inside the carriage and on the roof. Okay. I can't believe it, the entire crime scene entered as evidence. Yeah, can you even do that? I guess only an ace attorney.
Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary.
Well, she likes it. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. Yeah, we need something, man.
Let us continue with proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel.
Pray don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights.
Is it gonna be different? Yeah, deep breaths, Ryunosuke, you got this. Alright, my first cross-examination in a British court. Easy peasy, man. Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus. That's what I'm saying, man. Focus, man. Okay. What the witnesses saw.
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well.
So let's push on that.
Hold it!
See what else we can get from here. Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes. Ever so cold it was, sir. Freezing, in fact.
And you had 4 passengers on board at the time, is that correct?
Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus, of course, though, no.
Man, this man is freezing. Someone give him some, I don't know, an extra set of clothes?
And there were no other passengers when the incident took place. No one alighted, for example.
You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, none.
So nobody fled the scene of the crime then?
I have to say, the boss insists on it running. He does every evening, the last bus of the day.
Oh my god, did he pass out?
But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile, yes, sorry to say.
What do you mean by that?
Well, with what being so cold and everything, and only making 20 pence on the run, you see.
Yes, I spent that much at the pub on the wages, so I'm trying to warm up again.
Oh, so it's just not worth it for him, okay.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus.
Were they though? I thought they were like across from each other. And you saw them through the skylight and the roof of the carriage?
That's right, when you sit up at the top deck, the window's right there at your feet.
So he was in the back.
There was a lamp on the inside, so I had a pretty good view.
Oh, that could be anyone, man. So they don't actually see their heads from there. The mustache is visible, but the other guy is just a big question mark.
The two of them were wearing hats, so I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGilded.
How can you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else.
Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGilded. There is no room for doubt here.
Ugh, I really wish there was. I'm sure there is. We'll find something, Ryunosuke, don't worry.
Then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts.
Oh, maybe you should have pressed on that. Let's go back. Because did he actually see the moment it happened? Why would you be looking down, you know? You actually saw the exact moment it happened.
Didn't I already testify to that? Or are fair dinkum or working city bankers not considered trustworthy these days?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. This is no good. I've really got his back up. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more detail if...
My lord? Juror number 3, what's the meaning of this?
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what? Yeah, I don't like the stinking rich, never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be, every one of them. And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me. Oh, what? That's all it takes? That's kind of crazy, kind of cool, not gonna lie. So the black is guilty, the white is innocent. And they cast their votes with the fire, I guess. Maybe we just have to keep going so not all of them vote. So I guess he's the first one out. There's no point wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway.
That is precisely what I was about to say.
Again? What?
As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors.
That's not cool, man. Is Grandma gonna be our saving grace? What the? What is happening here?
Let me see. Ah, yes, it seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
With fire? Ace attorney, man.
Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we saw a moment ago.
There must be some rule about them not being able to do it before a certain point. That seems a little silly. So if those enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean...
Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Ugh, now I'm even more worried than I was before. So am I, man. That's kind of intense.
Very well, the court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance.
Can they vote again?
Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Huh. This is a nightmare. It is. Let me go back to Ouchie, man. That was so much simpler. So I guess we cannot push on the banker statement anymore. So now we have ladies first. Or lady first. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did, couldn't help it. Okay.
Hold it!
He stabbed him, you say, and you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you?
Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little Jen sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly. That huge great knife.
A grim sight indeed.
Ah, that didn't help me at all. Yeah, what? How come both these guys just saw the exact moment it happened, man? The jury looks like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before. Grandma can't even hear any of it. We're good. If we need everyone's votes, Grandma's good.
That appears to have made everyone even more dubious and that Mr. McGilded is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Mr. First.
Oh, yes, sir.
Is this the knife you saw?
Oh, good grief, yes, that's it. That very one, sir.
Is that?
Yes, counsel, this is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart.
That is a blade of considerable size, counsel.
It is, and furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar.
I think he was trying to get his knife. That's why he got blood on his gloves. Oh, please no.
M for Magnus, perhaps, or McGilded, possibly. Take your pick.
Sassy.
It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake, which is also the letter M, you know.
Objection!
But there are M's everywhere. Yeah. Yes. Like in Mason.
Objection!
Ooh. He doesn't have the voice I thought he did.
This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned.
Maybe it was a gift.
No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Ugh.
Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, counsel.
The murder weapon has been entered. Okay, a largish knife that was found lodged in the victim's abdomen. Its quality and fancy ornamentation suggest it must be quite valuable. Again, could be a gift for Mason.
My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
Oh, is she ready too?
Juror number 2, go on.
Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman's word should be sacrosanct. However...
Oh, never mind, she's ready to go. I thought she would be on McGilded's side.
Those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Wait, what are you about to do?
Dispose of the rubbish.
Dang, they all hate him because he is a rich dude. Yikes. So, 1, 2, 3 are all donezo. 4, 5, 6 is what remains. No!
I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime.
Okay. Oh, I guess she's gonna talk.
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered herein today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion.
Okay, well, there goes number 4. The first time number 4 spoke to us. Not good. So all that remains is number 5, who I forget what he said. There was just one sentence and Grandma. Let's hope Grandma can pull us through this. Not again.
That's 4 out of the 6 jury members have proposed a guilty verdict. There are only 2 left.
We've had it. Dang, we haven't even gotten to anything. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse. Oh, should I not be doing that?
Nevertheless, what we need more than anything in the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark.
Okay, yeah. I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may fly by.
We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back.
Thank you, Susato. Very nice of you. But... alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. Again? Okay. Oh, maybe... oh, well, I guess this is all we have left to press on, right? Because we pressed on, his thing? Yeah. Okay.
As soon as I heard the scream, I saw my boss, and then I saw it too.
Hold it!
But how would you have seen it? Was there like a window behind, the writer? What exactly did you see?
Oh, well, sir, that wouldn't be passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor he was.
By the passenger, obviously you're referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker.
And the other passenger had a knife in his hand, like this.
By the other passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGilded.
And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly.
I mean, if two separate people are saying they witnessed a moment of stabbing, that doesn't really check out. Or three, possibly? I don't know. What? Because I think they are claiming to have seen it at different points, right?
My lord, I wish to speak.
Yes, sure, number 5. Do I take it that you too?
As the master of the London Guild of Coachmen, the idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me. It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself.
Oh, but yep.
But I've heard enough now. The horse has bullshit, as they say.
Yikes.
No, please. Gee up now, Silver Blaze. The finish is in sight.
Yikes. So Grandma is our last hope here, as suspected.
Beeper is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says. Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir.
I don't know if I trust Beepo, man. He seems frozen to death, half frozen. He's at death's door. The Reaper is gonna turn around and be like, actually, I'm gonna take you, Beepo. I don't care for McGilded anymore. No, this is too unkind, sir. Why are you making fun of him? That's not cool, Reinosuke.
Which now means the 5 jurors agree to condemn this man.
Just one left. I don't know, man. This is a bit of a flawed system. If they can just cast their votes at any point, if they're interested in just leaving early, they can just do it right away. That's a little messed up.
Madam Juror number 6.
Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses in the stand?
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning?
Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day, and I sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live, McGilded Park it's called.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Benefit of the doubt.
The gentleman donated it to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life.
He's always doing wonderful things for the city.
That's right, a man like that wouldn't stab someone, surely. Mother, may we go to the McGilded Library?
Oh, he even has a library?
May we go to the McGilded Public Library later and borrow some more books?
That child loves McGilded.
How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know what kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is?
Is that why he's back? Because he hates Magnus? What kind of a man is he?
The philanthropist Magnus McGilded has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Skylark, sir, and one with the very darkest of souls.
What?
Stone to crows. McGilded lends money at extortionate rates of interest so his victims have no hope of repaying them. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He's a vulture that preys on the weak. I've never heard any mention of that before. Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind?
Just because he's a bad dude doesn't mean he should be sent to prison or even die, because he's gonna die here. It doesn't mean he has to die for a crime he didn't commit, though.
Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own?
And why would he kill another man in just a carriage on the street? Why would he just not do it in private? If he's so rich, man, he could have had someone else do it.
What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service?
You're not saying that.
The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused Magnus McGilded. But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debts.
Well, good gracious.
The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his house. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts. And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him, his life. By the merciless philanthropist pretender, Magnus McGilded.
I don't believe it. Okay, Susato coming in clutch.
If I might add something briefly.
Miss Susato.
You claimed that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilded. But where is the evidence to support your claim?
Yeah, where is it? Show us, man. Oh my god, he has a wine in a bottle. Oh, Jesus. A glass and a bottle just sitting there. And it's red wine, of course, because he's Dracula and he drinks blood.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in a court of law.
Oh, there it is. Lord Van Zieks' hallowed chalice.
What does that mean? How can this be considered acceptable? I know, man. But they do have magical fire, so I don't know.
But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself.
Well, I think he's hitting on you, Susato.
As judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job. What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You'll find the victim's name clearly recorded inside. Oh. Allow me to present this ledger as evidence.
Okay, we'll take a look at that.
And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in a toast to the enigmatic East at the same time.
My god, this man.
A marvelous toast, counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence.
Okay, Judge. Judge loves him. He loves Van Zieks. He's not even trying to hide it. A catalog of people who had borrowed money from the defendant at a high rate of interest. It includes the victim. It also probably includes the culprit. The culprit just didn't want to kill McGilded and instead wanted to frame him or something along those lines. I don't know.
Why, yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum.
And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense.
Don't give in, Grandma. You got this.
Well, it would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
No, Grandma, don't do it.
Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused. And in such a pretty little part, too. What a scoundrel.
Oh no, don't do it, Grandma. Don't do it. Oh.
Still.
Oh no, she's gonna do it.
Maybe it's all for the best.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more before...
I don't stand for nonsense.
Oh, brother. That cannot be good. Crikey. Well, I guess we'll have to end it there. My goodness gracious, there is so much new stuff that happened. We met the judge, we met Van Zieks, we met the 6 jurors, that's what, 8 people, and we had the 3 witnesses, that's another 3 people. 11 new faces, are you kidding me? That's so much. And good luck remembering all their voices, man. It's tough. And it's not going to be consistent, but hey, it's fun. It's fun seeing all these new designs. I'm having a blast. The juror system, so far it's interesting. I'm intrigued. I want to see how that shifts and changes throughout the case, and even case to case. If it's always going to be 6, if there's going to be more, it's probably going to remain at 6 because 12 is a bit much. But 6, and I'm interested to see how this plays a factor into the verdict of the trial, because obviously the jurors are the ones deciding here, but all 6 of them just said guilty right away, and I have no idea how this is gonna go. I don't know if they can like change their minds, or this is it, the trial's over. It lasted all of 5 minutes and McGinnis is guilty now. But McGildet didn't want us to be here and just not even say anything. So I'm hoping and I'm guessing, and maybe he has something up his sleeve for the trial. I don't know quite what. We haven't even gotten to investigate the carriage, and it's sitting right there. We just pressed on the witnesses' testimonies, and we didn't really learn anything new. I wanted to see if the carriage had like a window on the driver's seat to see if Bebo here could have possibly even witnessed what happened. And the fact that all 3 of them are practically saying that they saw them, well, I think 2 of them are saying they saw the moment of the stabbing, and one of them just saw that the knife was in the abdomen. It's just, I don't buy it. I don't know. There's something off. Obviously, there's gotta be something off, because it's not gonna be just that McGildet killed him. But it seems like McGildet did try to get his knife back, and that's how he got his glove all bloody. I don't think he was actually trying to help the guy, or keep him alive, or whatever excuse he gave us. He seems to be a shady sort of character, but that doesn't mean he's the one who would have killed him. If he has so much wealth and money, there's no way he would have just done this in broad daylight in like a random carriage with witnesses around. That's just stupid. If he has so much money, he can just do it in private, or he can have people help him so his hands aren't actually dirtied. As far as the culprit goes, I don't actually know who it could be. It's possible it's one of the witnesses, but I don't see how that would work unless they're all kind of like in cahoots, and this is like a situation where they've all been wronged by McGildet and they're all working together to get him behind bars, and they don't want to necessarily kill him. So something similar to like Murder on the Orient Express, it's kind of like a revenge thing, and they've orchestrated and put this thing together to frame him. But why would they choose this poor Mason guy to be the sacrificial lamb for this? It doesn't make much sense. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.